A crowd had gathered, thousands of people. They hadn't come for spectacle or a passing show. They were there for Jesus. He had tried to find a quiet place to rest, but they followed him, drawn by the miracles they had seen and the hope he offered. Now, a sea of faces stretched before him on the grassy hillside, 5,000 men and many more women and children. But as the day wore on, a pressing need emerged. The people were far from home, deep in a remote place, and a deep, gnawing hunger began to settle over the crowd. The disciples saw the problem. They saw the thousands of hungry mouths and the setting sun. They felt the heavy burden, asking Jesus, "Where can we get enough food for all these people?" No market, no solution, just an overwhelming need. And then, a small voice, a single offering. A young boy was found holding his simple lunch, just 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. Against the vast hunger of the crowd, it was almost nothing. A meal for one, offered to feed thousands. It seemed a foolish, hopelessly small gesture, but it was all he had, and he gave it. Jesus took the loaves and the fish. In front of the waiting thousands, he looked up to heaven and gave thanks. He blessed the small meal. Then he broke the bread and the fish, handing the pieces to his disciples to distribute among the people. It was an act of faith, a command to share what seemed utterly insufficient. And as the food was passed from hand to hand, from one group to the next, a miracle unfolded. The supply did not dwindle. It didn't run out. It just kept multiplying. Everyone took what they needed, and somehow everyone ate. Not just a small bite, but until they were completely satisfied. When the meal was over, Jesus told the disciples to gather the leftovers so that nothing would be wasted. They filled 12 baskets with the pieces that remained, far more than they had started with. That day, people experienced more than just a free meal. They felt God's presence and exclaimed, "This must be the prophet we've been waiting for." It was a glimpse of who Jesus is, the one who takes our small, inadequate offerings and makes them more than enough. The one who satisfies not just the body, but the soul's deepest hunger.